you might be feeling as though everything is speeding up. It is. Time is speeding up. Luck is speeding up, as the title of this video states. Opportunities are speeding up. If there's a situation in your life that's really disheartening and it's a toughie, the feelings of it are going to be speeding up, and it's going to be happening a little bit more often. That relationship that's really not serving you, the job that's really not serving you, it's just going to be punching you in the teeth a little bit over and over, a little bit more often, I guess you could say. So with that being said, I want you to face it. We have two lenses that we can look at it: fear or love. Oh my God, I'm so scared, I don't know what to do. This is happening and oh my goodness, I don't know what to do. Or everything is figure outable. I've never faced this situation before. I've never been such an evolved version of myself before. We're in Gemini season, and Mercury's in Gemini, Jupiter's in Gemini, Venus is in Gemini, everything's in Gemini. Is Venus in Gemini? Venus is in Gemini. So with all that air, know that the twins have two brains. You can face it, and it might feel as though you're facing it with both lenses. Like you got one view on this glass and one view on this glass over here. Choose love. Choose everything is figure outable. Choose accountability. Choose honesty. That's my recommendation for you. We have the new moon in Gemini this week. We have, Mercury just went into Gemini today. Next week, we don't have any planetary changes that I'm personally watching for. And then the week after is the solstice, which 2 weeks ago, it's what I talked about. You got about a month to decide. You're getting on the love train, or the fear train. You can choose. But after the solstice, myself personally, I'm not going to be referencing the fear timeline as much because I don't want to feed it. Just like that mindfulness phrase, we have two wolves inside of us. The one that wins is the one you feed. So I'm going to feed the timeline that I am choosing to create and I'm choosing to work with. And you're welcome with me at my table, as always. So this week, luck is speeding up. I want you to imagine right now in your life that you got on the train. It's not even for 2 weeks, but you're in your chair, you're in your seat, and the people that are in your community are the people that will be with you for the time being. If someone's in your life, they're meant to be in your life. Do you love them? Do you revere them? Do you trust them? And I want you to have people in your life that there's so much going on that I want you to have people surrounding you that you can share your wins with. That's very important because these opportunities, although there will be an abundance of them, you can't mess up your timeline. You can't mess up the decision. You can't mess up like, oh my God, if I pick this job or if I pick this job, you will pick the right opportunity for you because that's the one that you pick. You can't mess this up if you tried. There is no traffic in your lane, so stay in your lane. You can take a nap in your lane. I've said this numerous times before. So just picture that you're sitting in the train and the people in your everyday life are the people that will be with you for the foreseeable future, for the next quarter, minimum. So are you happy with them? Are you happy with your seat? Are you in first class? Are you in coach? You got 2 more weeks to really decide to make a big decision. Some of you have a big decision to make. Is it in fear or love? And my guides are saying, remember that even if you don't feel like you have a big decision to make, to face every day with fear or love, to face every day, not like, oh my God, I'm so anxious. This is so frustrating. I feel like I'm on, a lot of us feel like we might be on Groundhog Day. But if you just say, universe, God, I'm ready for more. I'm ready for an opportunity. I'm ready for my next paradigm. Yeah, don't keep yourself stuck. There's a parable that my guides are giving me, and then I'm going to offer some medicine for you. So, when you have a plant that's in a teeny, teeny, tiny little pot, and it's alive, it's doing fine, but you know that it's root bound, and you know that it needs to be replanted. Don't keep yourself in the little pot. Repot yourself. Say, I'm ready for a bigger opportunity. My ear's ringing. I'm ready for big stuff. I'm ready for my next paradigm. Yeah, choosing to stay small is also a fear-based mentality, and it's also a fear-based, I'll give an I statement. 3 massive changes are happening in my life this week alone. Massive changes. And I'm facing them. It literally in my calendar says the end, the end, the end. And then the next week it says is the beginning again. So I'm offering to God, I'm of service, guide me, and I trust you to know that any opportunity, any seeming, I don't even call them challenges, any opportunity for growth that you put in front of me, I will face. I will face it with integrity. I will face it with honesty. I will face it as your child, and I trust you. With that being said, some medicine. We got on the train. We have time to get off. Soon I won't even be referencing a fear-based timeline anymore because I don't want to feed it. I have, bunches of, if you're watching this on Instagram, I have a lot of content on my YouTube channel right now. What was the one? Gaslighting yourself with misplaced focus. That's definitely something to look at. And, I'm trying to trigger you. I'm trying to show you that if you are focused on something that you have absolutely no control over, but you're talking about it, you're chit-chatting about it, and you're not making big internal changes, you have gaslit yourself to say, I don't have to look in the mirror. So definitely go check that video out. Okay, so a few different things that we can do. For my leaders and for, my growth mindset people, I would say really do time blocking. Really time block and stick to that time block, or do a to-do list for the entire day and don't judge yourself, especially in Gemini season for the next few weeks, as to how sporadic the way that you get things done are. We're kind of like all manifesting generators right now. We're oh my God, what do I do now? What do we do now? What do we do now? Please, if you are going into spring, summertime right now, get in the garden. Absolutely get in the garden, have a plant, have something that you are responsible for to help it grow. Help it grow. What movie? Name that movie. Anybody. If you are in the Southern Hemisphere, really take up learning a new skill, and something that you're gonna, stink-a-roo at for a little while, but something like knitting or doing a puzzle or crocheting or, some sort of artistic expression that, the amount of time that I spend knitting right now, like I have a knitting project that I'm working on it's like a size 3 needle, and I have to knit straight for 9 inches. So it's like, I'm like that Looney Tunes grandma where it's like the little booties pop out. Garden, small goals, knit, puzzles, breathe, like breath work. Just sit and stare at a tree, candle gaze, and just like feel into your belly, breathe into your belly, breathe into your heart, breathe into your third eye, wherever you feel like it might be headaches happening right now. Nostalgic movies and music, learn a new skill. And the last thing that I'm going to leave you with is I want you to have one day a week where you don't answer messages, and put it into the future. If it's not something right now that you can do, put it into the future. That's okay. On Sundays, my phone is on Do Not Disturb. I do not respond to emails. I do not respond to anything. If it's an emergency email, I will absolutely respond. You know that. On Do Not Disturb, if you call twice, it goes right through. I picked up the phone yesterday. It was a beautiful thing. So if it's an emergency, when I was managing, and this is for my leaders, if you are in corporate, if you have a team, if you are someone that wears many hats, this is the parable I want to give you. On whatever day, on my rules of life, number 17 is have a Sunday, no matter. If, the company, the building, whatever it may be, and this is a parable, is on fire, and I am the only person with the water to put out the fire, then yes, call me on Sunday. So if your team needs you and you are the only person that can answer the question, you will pick up the phone and they can reach out to you. You are available. But I would highly recommend having one day a week where you are with your VIP, your inner circle. I've talked about that numerous times, that inner circle, and you are just going with the flow. You cook a meal that you've never cooked before. You go to the beach, you watch movies all day, you eat snacks all day, whatever it may be. It turns off the certain part of your brain that says, I have to continuously figure it out. And it offers your guidance team and the God of your understanding the ability to download new information. The amount of downloads that I got yesterday is amazing. I have so much that I get to do this week, dude. I know. I connected to my Atlantean self. I'm going to channel her soon. I'm going to record that soon. She has some offerings, and not so much, I don't want to say fully, I might title it like mistakes that she's made, but a lot of it is necessary. You know, if you're keen, I've already recorded my Atlantean past life, and so definitely check that out. It's on the playlist on YouTube. But she has more messages for us. So I have a bunch of things that I couldn't have made happen in the 3D Pentacle world. So we have to take the time to acknowledge that we are in between the new world and we're still got some toes in the old world. We got on the train, but it has not left the station yet. So really, take some time to slow down. Be with your family or chosen family. Dude, it's me and me and me and me and me and God. I don't talk, like I'm creating space for my partner. So it's like, I get it. I'm with myself on my chosen day with family. So learn to love your time with yourself and daydream your future. Daydream into it. Become the you that you see in the future. Just run around and play and recognize you just gotta let the grass grow sometimes. I love you so much. Thank you so much for being here. And please reach out if you have any questions. Like I said, I don't respond to anything on Sundays, so I'm getting to all my emails and all of my messages today. But know that you're not alone. And, you know, it's next week is like the breath before the plunge. I'm so excited. So, ciao, darlings. I love you so much.